Hey guys, this is Penguin Soldier from Dueling Network. This time I'm going to talk about Lightsworns. This is my competitive build I had planned for a long time. So let's see. First we have Blackluster Soldier. You know, when you have a lot of lights and a lot of darks, you need this powerful card. Lights also work with this one, Beckoning Light, which I'm going to talk about next, and Monster Incarnation. Broken card, really powerful in this meta. Free Judgment Dragon, the boss monster of Lightsworns. Three of them, of course. One Light Ray Girifrit and one Light Ray Diabolos. So here we have 6 boss monsters: the Judgment, 2 Light Rays, 1 Blackluster Soldier. We're not going to consider Chaos Sorcerer a boss monster, but it's really powerful. These 6 are lights, so they're going to work perfectly with Beckoning Light, which I run at 3. Sometimes you don't have any hand, you have to draw a boss monster in order to destroy cards, banish cards, attack twice, or just a random beater. And the best cards, I think, are these ones. So for the Lightsworn engine we have 1 Celestia, 1 Eren, 2 Wolf, 1 Jane, 1 Gareth, 2 Layla, 2 Lumina, 1 Raikou. A lot of people run more than 2 Raikous, even 3, but I really don't like to run many of them. Most of your normal summons are going to be Lumina, Layla, Tour Guide, sometimes even Jane. So you don't want to waste that much time setting a Raikou. I mean, you can destroy 1 card on the field, but I think it's not that powerful. I ran Gareth basically because of his high attack, and because you need to have a lot of Lightsworns so that you can summon Judgment Dragon. You don't want to have a grave full of Layla, Lumina and Raikou, and that's it. And between those choices I thought Gareth was best. Not what's the other one? Let's see. Not Arcus, because I think he's not that good. You don't wanna summon him. His effect is fairly okay. These ones are really weak. Shire, and you don't usually use them. I used to run Genis when I first started using Lightsworns, but actually you wanna summon high attack monsters, so it's Gareth. It also has a nice effect when you have another Lightsworn on the field. 1 Honest, 1 Veiler. I don't run 2 because I can't find a really good space for it. Also, Lightsworns are about negating stuff. You basically destroy or vanish for game. You don't wanna negate all cards, that's why I don't run any more traps. I don't run Royal Decree, Torrential Tribute, Solemn Warning, Judgment, all the stuff. I don't really run them. I think you don't need them. Actually, you need to make the opponent use all their traps until they don't have any arts, and you keep getting those beaters so that you win. That's my strategy for Lightsworns. Tragoedia, I really like it because you need some defense. I don't run guards, even though I could because I have few traps, but sometimes these traps need to stay for a while until you get a better hand. So Tragoedia, I think it works better. You usually have many level 4s, Wolf, especially when you can't use it because you cannot normal summon it, or when you have these dead draws level 7, level 8. and you want to steal a monster, which is usually really good when talking about level 7 and level 8s. Dragon Area just does the work really nice. One Chaos Sorcerer. Right, we are going to talk about Dark Monster, right? 2 Necrogarda. These cards are really nice. They have saved me from losing, because you know Lightsworns usually have like 1 or 2 monsters on the field, then they lose all the field control and you end up with no field at all. So you gotta have some defense like Tragoedia, Necrogarden, especially since you don't run any traps. 1 Black Sprader Zombie. I really like making high level synchros, right? Like Miss Worm, Scrap Dragon, sometimes Elf Justice, Stardust, Ancient Fury Dragon. You can make all of them by discarding with Lumina, getting another Lightsworn like Wolf, that's your level 9, and you can get Lumina for Lumina, then Black to get Stardust. It's just a really good choice. It usually isn't a dead draw because you use it with Tragoedia or you mill it. You can use it or for Monster Reincarnation, even for Beckoning Light. So this is about getting all your great cards in hand while getting all the engine in the graveyard. I think that's the main point for winning. That's why I ran all these cards that helped me do it well. Have 2 tour guides. Yes, they were limited, but I didn't used to run 3 at all. I like 2 because I have the other targets. Turbas. Why Turbas? I think it's pretty obvious. You can target what monster in your graveyard or in the other's graveyard, maybe a Hornet, I don't know, an important dragon when talking about Chaos Dragons, a wind up, or in most cases you're going to return cards like Chaos Sorcerer or any of these boss monsters, because you don't want them in the grave, and you know when you mill there's always a good chance you're going to mill any of these 7 cards, but Turbas takes them back, so you can draw it back in. And Sangen, because you can draw, you can get Veiler, you can get Lumina, Raikou, even Plague, sometimes Necrogarnet, a great searcher, even Honest. So with two True Guides it works really well. You can also make rank freaks really important, like Levier. Levier can recycle Garna, can recycle any of the Lightsworns you want to banish for Chaos Sorcerer or Lackluster Soldier. You can also have some defense like Wind Up Semis, we're going to see later. 1 charge, because it's limited. 1 Pot of Avarice, Heavy Storm, Dark Hole, Monster Reborn. 1 Foolish Burial. Well, you don't know that play with Wolf, then go Celestia. You can always dump Black, Necrogarna, even the 4 lives from you need for a Judgment Dragon, the 5 light for a Light Ray, all the stuff, so it's really nice. 2 Solar Recharge, not free, it's just too random to run free. If you run free, you really get really bad hands when you draw. What if you tap Solar Recharge? You just lose time. I think this is okay, and I've tried 3 and 1 and they work at 2 better. 1 Monster Reincarnation, again same effect as, almost same effect as Beckoning Light, but Beckoning Light only works for light monsters, and it's a really nice card because you can dump any of your darks, Necrogarna, you can dump any Lightsworns, and they get back the boss monsters you want and need. 3 of them, and that's it. 40 cards. We're going to see the extra deck now. 1 Armory Arm, just in random cases you have a Raikou face up when after you flick effects, and you know he's going to He's going to be attacked by a powerful monster. You have Plague Spirit Zombie, so why not? Sometimes you have Judgment Dragon and you need that extra power. Well, Armory Arm gives that plus of 1000 attack. I love it. One Elif plus is light, so it works with Honest and Beckoning. No, not Beckoning Light, but Honest. So it's really good. Alley of Justice Cataster, Staple, Black Rose Dragon again. Ancient Fairy Dragon. I keep defending this level 7 Synchro. I explained it on 6 Samurai deck profile. Gets away many dark words. What else? Dragonities, did I mention them? A lot of decks still rely on field spell cards. Even Necro Valley, which is really important because Lightsworns usually have a rough time versus Necro Valley. I can assure you this build works really good against Necro Valley. You just have to side well. We're going to talk about a little bit about a side deck next. You can also special summon one level 4 lower monster from your hand. This is really nice when you want to special summon cards like Wolf, another destruction power like Lila, maybe Lumina. You always need normal summons, so it's going to work. Maybe you have a Garna and you want to get another Garna, so it is always a good card when you have these level 4 lower monsters in hand, mostly dead draws or monsters that you want to get to the field but you can't because you already use your normal summon. Stardust Dragon, Staples, Scrap. I think it works really well because you always have this field that doesn't need more use, like Raikou, maybe a set Necrogarna or Black. You always set those cards. After they are set, they don't work until they are in the graveyard. Raikou works only on field, but sometimes it isn't flipped by a battle, so you wanna flip it by yourself, then it's completely dead. Miss Worm, I love this card. You can make it really easy. One Lumina, one level 4 Lightsworn, you have 4 targets. And the Plague, that's level 9. Elif Justice Decisive Armor. In case you have 2 level 4s and 1 Plague. Levier, we talk about it, recycles Necrogarna. You can also steal another monster your opponent has in order to make a rank 4 or rank 3. It's always needed. It recycles the monsters you banish for Blacklist Soldier, Chaos Sorcerer. The Gusto Emerald, I use it for the second effect, which recycles all the cards you don't wanna waste in your graveyard, like Judgment Dragon, Year-Free, Diabolus, Bloodbuster Soul, all of them. 3 recycles, 1 draw, why not? It's really good. The Bubble Chain, I use it for the same effect as Foolish Burial, but sometimes you really need to top Judgment Dragon or any of these boss monsters. It's great to have the chance, although I haven't used that second effect much, but if you have the chance you should use it. If it's like last call, you special summon this in defense, wait for next turn, you have a free Judgment Dragon. Steelstone Roach, I think I don't have to explain this a lot. You can take a lot of big monsters, like in case of Chaos Dragons, in case of Dragonities, any synchro based deck from level 5 or higher. Synchrons die quickly to this. Good to have the chance. Utopia, for defense purposes, you know, Lightsworns don't have much defense. They rely on cards like Raikou, Necrogarna, and Tragoedia, like I said. So if you need some extra defense, also it is light, you may want to use Utopia. I think it's almost a staple in most decks. And this one it works really good too, since it's light, so it works with honest too. And number 40, Jimmy Puppet Heaven Strings. His effect is fairly okay. I basically chose this because sometimes you have 2 Judgment Dragons, you needed that power to destroy more cards, but it's not over yet, and sometimes you have like these 3 cards remaining in deck, so you may wanna go exceed number 40, 3000 attack, so you don't lose that much. It also works with Light Ray Gearfit, another level 8, in case you don't want a mill. These XYZs and Synchros are great for stopping the milling of your cards when you don't need them. Well, why not 2 Gearfit? Because Diabolos has a fairly good effect. Banish 1 live monster from your graveyard to target one set card your opponent controls. You can return that target to either the top or bottom. Sometimes it's a Mirror Forge, I don't know, Magic Cylinder. All those cards are really bad, so you wanna scare your opponent with this card. Also, since it's a level 7, you can steal cards like Wars with Tragoedia and stuff. It's always good to have the chance. That's why I don't run 2 Gearfits.